What do you hear, what do you say? This is VERTiiGO bringing you another raid cam. It's been about a week since my last one, and ironically, it features the two same teams. The base you are currently looking at belongs to Sin. It's pretty early into the wipe, so their base isn't yet completed, but not only that, there's only like 2 Sin members online, so it's clear to me they have absolutely no idea that they are about to be raided. Their main base is surrounded by 2 other separate bases, one on each side, so even though their base isn't complete, there's plenty of vantage points for them to shoot from, so they can still defend. It's just a matter of, are they going to be able to get people online fast enough in order to defend it? Because the people that are attacking them, as you know, are no joke. TGB. They have featured in many raid cams, including my last one, and are yet to be defeated. And unlike my last raid cam, this time, they are the ones that are going to be attacking. So I guess you could say, this is a retaliation for last wipe. TGB now approaching the Sin base. It's been about 10 minutes now since they started moving, and there's no one on Sin's base watching out. So again, it's clear that they don't know this is happening. Unlike the last raid that went down, TGB were aware that Sin were on the way. They don't have the same luxury in this raid defense. What? Okay, well, this base here that's right next to Sin's main base, I assumed was part of Sin's defense, but it looks like it belongs to TGB. It's a raid base with beds and all, so they're basically already set and ready to start raiding Sin. This is devastating. My hopes for Sin are slowly dwindling away already. I don't really hear anyone inside the base. Let's just have a listen. Oh yes, there are doors, and there is someone online. Looks like there's 2 still moving around. Again, doesn't appear they know anything's going on. This is not going to be pretty, people, because we know how fast and efficient TGB are when they're raiding. Looks like they're getting set up here. They're moving around outside, adding some stairs. Oh, they got all the time in the world. Why not? Let's check up on Sin here. One of the members logging off. This is not good for Sin at all. There's only 1 person online. They're now breaching the outside wall. TGB moving on in. Still no sound of any gunshots or anything. This is all too easy for them right now. TGB moving in, having a look at the situation. There's some high exterior walls they're going to blast through. Placing a couple of C4 on that. They have now access to the main base. The wall is now open for rocket fire, which I'm sure we're going to see right now. You can already tell the difference between the last raid and this one. Although the last one was spectacular to watch, it was clear there was no real plan. TGB have a plan, pinpoint rockets into one area, breaching the middle of the base. One Sin member now coming down with a rocket launcher. Finally some defense, but he's easily taken out by the people in the raid base. I wonder what's going through the mind of TGB right now, whether or not they're thinking about the message that Sin tried to send them last wipe. I can hear some footsteps inside the Sin base. Appears to be a little bit more movement. They could be logging in. They still have a chance to defend here, but they got to be very, very quick because TGB are only moments away. They're still at Honeycomb at this point, but that's not going to last for very long if they don't get some kind of defense up, as more rockets are starting to get shot into the core of the base. It's non-stop. It's like a machine gun. One after the other, after the other, after the other, as TGB are looking for that juicy loot room. Walls crumbling down. We've got a Sin member here coming up with a P2. It looks like he gets dropped very, very quickly, and the rocket fire continues. TGB General, the leader of TGB, now jumping inside the base to get a closer look to see exactly where they want to continue this assault. A couple of Sin members up top here. There's some gaps. Actually not a bad little defensive area here. They've got some triangle gaps here to shoot down at TGB. So we can get a decent angle here. Yeah, you can see some TGB guys running through. Sin looking for some kind of vantage point here. He's got some shots. Looks like these dropped by TGB. They finish him off. Again, not looking too good for Sin as General jumps up into the honeycomb. He's having a look around. He takes a shot at a certain spot for his men to continue rocket fire. Boom. Breaching in. I think we're moments away, people. I think we're moments away. This is getting out of hand. TGB shooting an incendiary rocket up to the top, where Sin have been defending this whole time. General now looking around, seeing what's happening next as he gets hit by a rocket. I cannot believe he didn't die from that. He's not running away, though, as Sin shoot another rocket. This time it's flames, and finally, General is dropped. Sin are online, and they are fighting back. That fire is going to slow down TGB to a crawl. They're going to be unable to get inside the Sin base. A genius tactic there. That's going to buy them the time they need to get more people online as they cover the ground with even more flames. They are trying to stop TGB. They're just trying to slow them down, doing anything they can to slow down TGB's progress. A building plan is now out and a high exterior wall placed. Wow. Well, the tables have just turned in the span of just a few seconds. Sin trying desperately to cover this breach in their base. I'm not exactly sure why one person is doing both the upgrading and the placing. You'd think that one should have the hammer to make it quicker, but he's trying to switch between the building plan and the hammer, and it's just not fast enough. TGB are just shooting that twig wall out. He's got to give the hammer away. Finally. Okay, he's giving the boom plan to his buddy here. Finally, they might be able to do something. Until rocket fire from TGB now breaching the base yet again. They were too slow. TGB now opening up. They destroyed one of the high exterior walls, so it's back open again. Both teams trading rocket fire. This is a very interesting raid. I thought that TGB was going to just walk this one to victory. But now it's becoming a bit more of a grind as Sin have got more people online. And are doing a decent job defending as TGB are now getting deeper into the base, leaving these doors open. Sin, not the best thing to do in a raid is make it easier for the other team to get deeper in, but we've got a few open doors here. Shots from above killing the one TGB member that was inside. General now inside, cleaning up the Sin member who was up above. They're trying to secure this room here, this corridor. General now creeping around, keeping these doors open. I'm not sure what TGB are going to do with this area, but it could be a game changer. We've got a door opening in the back here. General doesn't know. He's even looking over in this direction. We've got a Sin member here creeping up behind. Oh, God. General executed, and the door shuts. More rocket fire up into the middle of the base. TGB desperately trying to find something. They've used up so many rockets. A rocket coming down and killing at least 2 TGB members. They shoot 2 rockets up above in retaliation to that attack. I gotta say, I gotta put something out there. The amount of rockets that TGB have used, and they're yet to find any kind of loot room or any sign of the base layout, is actually quite concerning. And I gotta say, for the first time ever in any of my raid cams, this is the first time I'm feeling like TGB are a little bit vulnerable here. I'm not 100% sure, or even 50% sure, that they're going to win this raid. They just can't seem to find anything as they rocket up higher into the base, yet again, only revealing honeycomb. This is a very weird layout of the base. I'm not sure exactly what they plan to do about it, but they're going to shoot up again. If TGB are going to win this, they got to find something here. They got to get some kind of progress, because the last 10 minutes, they've been stuck in this rut where they're fighting for the same territory as Sin puts another high external wall down. Oh, shit. Okay, things have just got a little bit tougher for TGB. Even though they got access still to the base, that little sliver, that little corridor is going to be a nightmare to get through. TGB climbing up higher into the honeycomb, looking around, shooting more rockets. Both teams now going blow for blow as this raid gets more intense. Sin placing more fire at the entry point as TGB desperately fire up. And yet again, only revealing honeycomb. This must be really, really frustrating. But behind this door here, we got 3 Sin members. Could be a little bit of an ambush here. TGB are focused on where they're going to put the rockets. Sin coming out the door, an ambush. We got .org, another clan showing up. Allies of Sin. So Sin are now getting some support from a secondary clan. TGB are now getting pushed back for the first time on my channel ever. It's all falling apart. They're trying to push their way back in, but Sin and .org have really planted themselves in a defensive position, and they are not letting TGB back in. Another high exterior wall blocking the entry with flames. It's over. It's over. It's happened. TGB have lost their first raid cam. I'm in shock, not only because I've seen them win so many times, but I was almost 110% sure that they had this in the bag. That first 5-10 minutes was so clinical. But then when the flames went down and Sin had a chance to get some people online, some reinforcements, they proved that they could go toe-to-toe with the monster, with the beast. It's impressive. It's an impressive victory. Sin finally have got one over TGB. So this rivalry has completely changed. And who knows where it's going to go from here. I hope you enjoyed the video. This has been VERTiiGO. And until next time, may the Force be with you always.
You want this, don't you? The heat is swelling in you now.